Welcome to our e-learning channel. I am Subhrasleta Banerjee, faculty member of Balurghat Mohila Mahavidyalaya, Department of English. My dear students, hope you all are safe at your home. Today I am giving you a lecture on the background of romantic literature, which will be relevant for the students of both BA first year, second semester and also second year student of English honors. Let's start. Romantic literature got aspects, and among them I am going to discuss three areas. And I feel these aspects have made all the differences for romantic literature. First of all, I'm focusing on the most important literary theory that develops in 1980 and 81, and its main proponent was a Canadian academician, Thomas McFarland, and it is known as the theory of romantic diasparaction. Thomas McFarland's book was published in 1981, and before that, in Natural Supernaturalism, 1971, Amy Abrams had also discussed about these similar issues. Diasparaction means breaking into pieces. There are numerous poems in English literature, but only the presence of diasparations marks out the romantic poems. There are 5 points related to this diasparaction, and they are death, destruction, ruin, fragmentation, and incompleteness. Death. Death indicates the presence of awareness of death all throughout. It may indicate the poet's preoccupations with early deaths. There are deaths due to the lack of medicines. There are deaths caused by French revolutions. Keats, Shelley, Byron died very early, and by 1804 or 5, William Wordsworth and Coleridge had died as poets. Destruction indicates the destruction caused around by 3 revolutions or wars. First, the war in India. Second, the American War of Independence. Third, the French Revolution. It also indicates the destruction of aristocracy, because the French Revolution is the first leftist movement of war, and it also indicates the destructions of poetic dreams due to their poverty or personal problems. Ruin. In romantic poems, one can find references of destroyed buildings and monuments that always indicates the glorious past ages. Fragmentations. Romantic writings occur into pieces. Many of the poems written by Keats, Coleridge are also incomplete in their true sense of term. On the other hand, many poems written by William Wordsworth, Byron, Shelley are also incomplete in their senses and messages. Incompleteness. Incompleteness also indicates the incompleteness of poetic dreams, incompleteness of poetry, incompleteness of vocation, incompleteness of their desires. Romantic death awareness. All the romantic poems actually shows an awareness of an early death, and that's why ghost appears in Wordsworth, Coleridge, and Keats's poems. Though these trends starts from pre-romantic eras and most probably 1730s and onwards, Gothic fictions came to be written by Horace Walpole and Matthew Gregory Lewis and others, and these trends influenced on the pre-romantic literature and as well as the romantic literature also. And the Graveyard School of Poetry was started by Thomas Gray and William Collins and others. The Romantic Revolution. 4 revolutions, wars, and movements are also particularly influenced in romantic literature. First, the war in India. With the Battle of Plassey, 1757, large amount of colonial wealth came to be trained into England from India, and these gave Englishmen the chance to relax and write poems. Number 2, American War of Independence. Thousands of English soldiers are killed on a daily basis, and there was a general conscription also. So that's an awareness of death always crept up in romantic writings. 3. French revolutions. Because of French revolutions, there was advent of Napoleon Bonaparte, who engaged England in a series of wars, and this also led to the awareness of deaths. And number 4, the Industrial Revolution, 1760 to 1820. This led to the growth of slums. It's led to the exploitations of children and women. It's also led to the destruction of nature that always romantic writers are trying to preserve. So these are the aspects of some aspects of romantic literature. There are several others, but with this I wind up my today's lecture. Thank you for listening. Stay home, stay safe, don't panic, and follow the instructions of government.